In this video, I'm going to be talking about Teal, a product that I randomly came across on internet and I used it and I liked it. In fact, I even paid for it. So this video is going to be about showing you how you can make use of such tools in your job search phase. Now, obviously, if you click a video on YouTube, you are first going to check whether someone is sponsoring this video. I wish I was sponsored by this company, but actually I'm not. I'm just making this video for fun. I use this product on a regular basis when I was doing a job search. I found it incredibly useful and I learned few things which I was very hesitant to learn about the job market back then. And then I want to just share those things with you and see if it helps someone else along the journey. So I'm on their website. Let's go ahead and log in. I am now in the logged in experience of Teal. Now, inside the dashboard, as you can see, you are greeted with the main screen here, which says next career goal, your number of job applications, your job search pipeline, how many you have applied, how many are interviewing, negotiating, etc. And then your plan to upgrade, and then you have certain dates, top skills, etc. So as you come here, this dashboard does not really help you that much when you're doing job search. If you are very particular about managing and organizing, maybe it is immensely helpful. But for me, the key things that are important in this product are a resume builder and then job tracker. So let's take a look at this resume builder. Now, in the resume builder, the concept here is to have a master resume and then you duplicate that and choose and select certain aspects of your resume to cater to your target companies. For example, I have this my master resume here. Now, typically in a master resume, you would have your, let's say, contact information, target titles, for example, senior product manager, and then you have professional summaries, which you can keep them added and then choose which one you want for the target resume. So for example, I have like three professional summaries here, and tomorrow if I'm applying to a company, I need to create a target resume, I will choose just one of them. The next thing that you get to see is your work experience. Now inside the work experience, for every company you can add, let's say, 7 to 8 achievements, and then in that achievements you have an option to choose. So for example, I have got these many achievements here, but I have not chosen the last one, so it won't appear in my resume. So this is my master resume. I can add as many as I like, and then you can get to design this a little bit. There's the designs are kind of minimal. That's how resumes should be, but you do have an option to do it. The third thing that I like about this resume builder is your analysis. You have to be very careful with the way you actually receive the analysis response. In this analysis, I can see that I've got an overall 62% score, but they have graded me on this resume structure, measurable results, and keyword usage. Now, resume structure is your general structure, like whether you have written the role correctly, whether the name of the company is correct, etc. Measurable results is what you write in your key achievements. Now, in the key achievement section, it's very tempting to write very verbose, text heavy achievements, right? You will have something like what I have got here. I have written overall improved overall user satisfaction by blah blah blah, but there are no numbers. There's no way to measure that. But in the analysis, you can pick that out and can see where is it missing. One thing to be aware about this analysis from Peel is that it's just a suggestion. So you don't have to really apply every single suggestion that they tell onto your resume. Have some confidence and make sure that what you are putting out in the resume is actually what you want to show to your target company. All right. So the next thing that they have as a feature is job matching. Now, job matching is basically to tell whether this resume matches any of the jobs that you currently have in the list. Now, coming back to my resume builder here, what you can see is my one master resume, and then I have got a lot of target resumes. So let's open one of this, which I created for Tesla. And I had selected, let's say, this particular professional summary. I can choose because when I'm applying for a certain company, depending on the role, I would want to highlight certain experiences over the others. So even though I did, let's say, 10 things in a certain company, I want to only highlight three important things and I would only select, let's say, those important things from my experience. So I will remove everything that I feel is not necessary and I can just easily choose this. All right, so now what we have done is basically created target resumes for each of the companies that I'm about to apply. Now, how do I know which companies to apply? We have this job tracker. Now, this is a job tracker where you can add new jobs as either manually or you can also add automatically. Let's say you got a link from your friend, you just click on this product manager. Let's say you have a company name, let's say Adyen, and then you go on and add the location, so on and so forth. So that's kind of easy thing to do. I want to show you something that I have used immensely during my job search is going to LinkedIn and you get an extension. So when you open Teal, you have an option to download this extension, and this extension appears over here. Now, this is one product opening that I see, senior product manager. And let's say I am interested in this job. There are two ways to do it. I can apply it, but I also want to track my applications. So I'll click on this Teal, and I can see that they have automatically filled up all the things that I require, right? So I've got this job title. I've no idea about the compensation, so if it's there I might just add it. How excited I am about this company, so let's say I'm like full excited. And then I can just go ahead and save the job. So what this will do, if you go back to your job tracker and sort of refresh this page, once you refresh this page, you can see that this particular job has been added here on 31st Jan. Now, when you click on it, you get to see everything about that job. One of the key features that I found very useful about this one is they started to highlight the skills required. And what it does, it gives you an idea of what the company is actually looking for. So let's say this company called Ziver. They have mentioned product development and roadmap so many times already in their job description. Now, this is one nuance that I understood on why we need multiple resumes. Sometimes we call it, let's say, product development. Some people call it product building. Some people call it just building. Some people call it product designing. And every company has their own language of describing what the job is. Now, as a product manager, you may have done all those things, but it is impossible to have a single resume with all these keywords. Your resume will look like a keyword heavy document and it will not make any sense. That is why you need to have a tool like this which can help you with it. So now that I know Ziver requires me to have roadmap and product development, I can go back to my resume builder, and let's assume this is my target resume that I'm about to apply. I will make sure that I have mentioned that in the work experience somewhere, because I have done product development, I have done the road mapping, right? So I will look for the words like roadmap. Do I even have it mentioned anywhere? And if I have not, I'll try to adjust the phrasing somewhere. For example, there's no way I can achieve a adoption on a certain product without developing it and without having a roadmap for it. So instead of calling it, let's say, product strategy, I may want to edit this out and call it um, and a roadmap. I'm just giving you a very rough example here. So that's the idea of how you can make sure that certain keywords that your target company is expecting are present in your resume. So that's one feature that I found incredibly useful with this job tracker. So here's how I would use this tool on a daily basis. Every morning I would get up and go to this LinkedIn, and every job that I see here, I would add it to the tool. And then based on the type of job and how excited I have been about that job, I will go ahead and create a target resume and then use it for application. One last thing that I found very useful from Teal is their content on YouTube. They have actually explained how you can make your resume much better. Initially, I was very hesitant to actually look at Teal's pricing because I did not want to pay for a monthly subscription for another year when I'm trying to close a job within few days, right? So let's look at this. When I click on upgrade to Teal, this is what I get presented as. And I was so happy. I actually tweeted about this and I said, this is the best pricing plan I have ever seen. They have understood the user audience so well because they have given this option of $9 every week. When you're in a job search, you do not want to be in a job search forever, right? Imagine having this $179 for a year. Are you assuming that you're never going to get a job? You also have an option to make it recurring or not recurring. And I think this is what actually sealed the deal for me. You will be surprised, I actually ended up paying for 3 weeks but I kept renewing my 1 week one after another. The reason is, if I'm interviewing, I got a job, I don't need this tool anymore. So why do I have to keep paying for a month and a year? So I chose this $9 for a week, and I had upgraded it. Now I have downgraded it, of course, because I don't need a job anymore. But this tool has been exceptionally helpful during my job search journey. So there it is. This was a quick review of Teal product, something that I have used during my own job search journey, and I wanted to share it with you all. Check it out. The pricing strategy is quite affordable and also manageable, and they have an exceptionally good product that you can make use of. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching.